All right, good day, everybody. This is standing balance and strength. Today, all you're going to need is go ahead and grab 2 sets of weights, guys. Grab a light set and a heavy weight. Just because I'm still rehabbing my shoulder, I'm not going to do anything more than 3 pounds for a while. And then 1 slider or a sock on a wood surface, something like that would work. All right, guys. Let's do it. All right, let's start with some shoulder rolls. Oh, Lord, can't get this straight. So shoulder rolls. And then reverse the shoulder roll. Let's go again, 1 more round, shoulder roll. And then reverse. And shake out the arms. Shake out a leg. Shake out the other leg. Shake them out. Shake them out. All righty, from here, we're going to start with second position pliés. Your arms are going to go out to a T as you bend the knees, and then bring it back up. 1, 2, keep going with the arms. 3, I'm still rehabbing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good mornings. Turning your toes forward, keeping your legs more straight than bent. You're going to hinge at the hips. You need to place the hands onto the hips or out to the side. You're going to hinge, flat back, legs are long, and then come back up. And you just want your chest to go no more than parallel to the floor. That's 1. We're going to go to 5. Back up for 2. Back up for 3. And 4. And 5. Bring the legs together, shake them out. Side stretch, so your feet right underneath you, toes straight forward. You're going to take your right arm up, left hand to the hip, pull the belly in as you reach over, feeling the stretch. And change, reaching up, belly in, and stretch. And coming back to center, you're going to bring your hands to your thighs and you're going to round down. So you're going to tuck the chin, round down. You can bend your knees if you need. Go as far as you can, feeling a stretch in the back of the legs, and then roll back up. Let's do that 2 more times, tucking the chin, belly in, rolling down, changing our perspective, challenging the balance. We move through space. 1 more time, tucking and rounding, and coming back up. We're going to go up under the toes. So hands where you need for balance, either holding onto something over the head, onto your hips, or just hanging by your sides, up and down. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, 10, and then now the toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hip rolls, moving at your pace, whichever direction feels best to you, alternating legs. Do 1 more round. All righty, so bring your feet really close together, shoulders down, neck back, little chin tuck, and you're going to turn your head to the right. Keep your shoulders and your hips straight forward, just making this a stretch through the neck. Then turn the head slowly to the other side. Coming back to center, let's go one more round to the right. And to the left. Coming back to center, shoulder width apart with your feet as we're gonna move into 10 squats. You can start baby and go deeper, or you can go as low as you possibly can for all 10, making it more challenging. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Grab your weights for some bicep curls. So whatever level you want to start with. All right, let's start with the palms forward and up. We're going to curl up. Okay, here we go. At your pace. So the lighter your weight, you might be able to go quicker. The heavier your weight, you might go a little slower than I am. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Now we're going to do a bend over, arms straight ski, pulling the arms back. So you're going to soften your knees. You're going to hinge forward, flat back. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. And then you're going to keep the arms straight, lift the arms behind you. Really feeling the shoulder blades do the work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. We're going to do a squat overhead press. So both arms at the same time. So widen your stance. You're going to go down low, and then you're going to push up over the head. Okay, now you can have the hands inside. You can also make it more narrow, having the hands on the outside. You got to do what feels right for you and your body this morning. So I'm going to probably do the inside version with a little wider stance. Here we go. So lower down, and then bend the elbows, push up overhead for 1. And 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Go ahead and put your weights down. We're just going to do some twists. So let the arms kind of pop and relax, taking tension out of the shoulders, relaxing, releasing the back. Although your belly button is pulling in when you're doing this, just so that you've got some core engagement. I'm really trying to keep this a nice release, relaxing stretch. All right, let's start with a arabesque. So you're going to put your weight on your left and put your right foot behind you, hands either under your hips or out to the side, or if you need to hold on to something, you can go to the wall and hold on. We're going to lift the leg up behind you and tap down 10 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch. And we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You're going to stand on your left. You're going to lift your right knee up. Keep it bent at 90 degrees. Just try to hold the steady balance. for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch. We hold the steady for 5, 4, 3, 2, and switch. You're going to go back up with that right leg, but this time what we're going to do is we're going to straighten the knee. So I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. What I mean by that is I'm going to try to straighten the leg and bend, but I'm not going to try to like kick back here yet. Okay, so we're going to try to keep this leg as steady as possible. Okay, that part of your leg bone, your thigh. And so you can hold on or not. We'll get 5 extensions. Arms where you need them for balance. Right leg lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. A little bit like a cheerleader dancer. Here we go with a flex foot and kick 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice job. We're going to point the right foot behind you again. This time, instead of arabesquing, you're going to go out to the side and then behind. Okay, so we normally do this with a slider, but right now we're going to do it with no slider. So out and behind for 1. So you have to actually pick up the foot. 2, making it a little bit more challenging. 3, 4, and 5. Other side. Pointing behind, then out to the side, and behind. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Back to the right knee lift. We're going to now take the knee out to the side. So it's going to look a little bit like this. Now it's kind of tricky because you're going to want to move your shoulders around. You're going to try to keep this all straight forward, arms where you need them for balance. You're going to bring it out to the side, slow control. Bring it back in for 1. Out to the side, in for 2. Out to the side, in for 3. Out to the side, 4. 1 more for 5. Other side. We go out to the side, forward 1. Side, 2. Side, 3. Side, 4, and side, 5. Next up is hamstring curls. So now you're going to point your right foot behind you. You're going to just bend at the knee. Now I want you to see from the side, I'm kind of pointing it behind. I'm going to keep the knee back behind versus bending it like this. See how the knee's in front of my standing leg? We're going to actually try to keep it behind, making it a little more challenging. If you think you're going to get a cramp, just kind of shake it out or bring it more forward to make it right for you. Here we go. Let's do it. 1, 2, let's go to 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side. We go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Grab your weights. We're going to do some arm raises with the straight arm. So bring a little lighter weight into this one. So your thumbs are going to be up. I usually like to put them on top of the weight if they're light enough. And you're going to take the elbows slightly bent. You're going to bring them up at an angle. So I feel like they're more open to the side though than forward. Okay, but they're also not straight out to the side either. Slightly forward. I can almost see them in my peripheral vision. If you have good peripheral vision, if you don't, you can at least see where I'm going and just imagine that you're in the same space. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hopefully you're feeling that in the front of your shoulder and bicep area. That was working your front delts. We're going to go ahead and do now the back. So you're going to bend over with a flat back, and we're going to fly the arms out to the side with a micro bend about level with your shoulders for 1, And see if you can hold it for a second at the top. 2, 3, 4, long neck. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Next, we're going to do a squat overhead press. So you can either stay with your weight or change it out to something that is more appropriate for you. We're going to go to one arm though. This way you can get down a little bit further. So you can use your left hand on your leg. I really want you to try to get down to touch the weight down between your legs. And then you're going to push up over the head. Okay, here we go. And 1. And 2. And 3, keep going. 4, I'm gonna check that air conditioner. And 5, maybe it's just me today. I haven't done anything in a while. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're doing squats. Try the other side. Here we go. Down, press it 1. Down, press 2. Down, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Okay, put both weights down. Sip of water if you need it. All right, so we're gonna do standing fire hydrants. So this one is a little challenging to do without touching a wall, but I'm sure most of you guys can do it. So I want you to bend your knees a little bit like you're soft, and then you're gonna lift up your right leg, bending the knee. You're gonna take that knee and take it slightly behind you. From here, you're gonna take it, think out and back, like you're trying to hit something behind you. So if I did it from the side, you'd see I'm not gonna do it with my knee out in front. I'm gonna take that knee behind. I'm gonna try to kick it side and back, feeling it right here in my butt. If you need a fingertip on a wall or on the bar, on the door, have at it. All right, let's try for 10 of these. So your standing leg is soft, belly is strong. We kick it back and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, other side. Softness in that standing leg, and bend the knee. Now bring it behind you, and you're going to kick it back at an angle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. Second position. So go wide with your feet, turn the toes open. We're going to bend the knees, getting into our inner thighs. From here, you're going to lift heels. So we're going to do right heel, then left heel. Ready? Right lift, left hip. Right and left. 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 And right and left. Straighten the legs, turn the toes forward. We're going to do good mornings again. Hands to your hips, legs are going to be straighter than more bent, almost locked out. Hinge flat back and come back up. 1. Nice slow control. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Back to that second position plie, but instead of lifting the heels, we're going to lift the toes. So get down low, nice horse stance. Toe, right toe, left toe. So you notice you have to shift a little bit more from side to side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo, straighten those legs. Let's do a forward fold. This time you can bend your knees quite a bit, get your hands down, getting a good stretch in the back and the back of the legs. Take a couple deep breaths here. Any movement you feel you need to stretch it out. All right, make your way up. Bring your feet together and do a little shaky, shaky. We're going to stand on one leg again and shake that leg. All right. So when I was on my trip, I once, and this is really rare, but I had a gecko jump up onto my leg right here. And guess what Stephanie had to do? Get off of me. And I thought, hey, that feels really familiar. I did that before somewhere in like Glen Eagle. So you're gonna stand on one leg and you got a gecko that just hopped up onto your leg and you got to get him off. And he did, got off, thank goodness. Got to shake him off, shake, shake, shake. I couldn't believe he got like on my skin. You know what I'm saying? It was like, what the heck? And I almost kind of hurt because they got kind of grippy thing, little claws or something. And let's try the other side. I was like, only me. Anybody else get a gecko jump? They normally run away, right? He jumped up on me. I was like, gotta be kidding me. All righty, let's try it one more time. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Like a shake weight. And change. All righty. So you guys know what a clock looks like, not the digital kind, but the 12 o'clock, the 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. So what we're going to do is we're going to step forward to each of those numbers. With the right foot first, you're going to step forward to 12, make it as big of a step as you like. Okay, then step back. Then you're going to step to 1 o'clock, then 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock will be straight out to the side, a 4 will be slightly back, a 5 will be a little, and 6 will be there. You go as big as you're comfortable with. The bigger you go, the slower, of course, everything is going to happen for you. All right, make sure you got nothing in your space in front or behind. And let's see what we can do. Nice, slow, 12 o'clock, right foot forward, 1. Push it back. Now we're going to go to 1 o'clock. Hard to get that 2 o'clock because 1 almost feels like 2. Then you're going to go 3, 3, 4, slightly back, 5, and 6 is straight back. Now, when we finish 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, we're going to cross the foot behind and just kind of touch like that. Okay, so that's your 7 and your 8. Oh my God, how are we going to get 9? 9. Now 10 is going to come in front, across 10, stepping across 11, and forward for 12. All right, left foot. We're going to 12, and we're kind of reversing that, right? 11, and then 10, straight to the side for 9, back diagonal 8, am I saying it right? 7, because I'm doing the opposite, and then 6. Now we got to do our 5, and our 4, oh man, really twist 3, now 2 comes across, and 1, a little more forward, and straight forward for 12. Try it one more time, here we go. Right foot forward, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, straight back for 6, then across 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Nice control. All right, here we go, other way. 12, then 11, then the 10, then the 9, the 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back to noon. Excellent. Side bend. Reach the right arm up. Take it over. And change. Side bend. Coming back to center. We are going to side bend and balance. So put your weight on your left foot. Right foot's going to come out to the side. You're going to take a side bend. Then you're going to lift your leg. So you're trying to keep your spine straight versus having actual bend in the spine, but you're just teeter-tottering over to the side. 4, 3, 2, and change. Reaching over, then lift the leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Let's go back to second position plies. Going to do some side bending here. You can use the hand as support, okay, on the legs. But if you know you're super strong and don't need extra support, you're going to give me some Mickey Mouse ears. You're going to bring the elbow towards the knee and come back up. And maybe you're extra flexible and extra strong that you can touch that elbow down to the leg instead of just in the direction. Okay, the more you bend your knees, the lower you go, actually the easier it is to make that contact. If I didn't bend my knees much, I'd have a really hard time getting there. Okay, but the more I can bend my knees, I can actually make that happen. Let's do 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more set. And let's take a stretch. Turning the toes forward, hands come down to the ground. Any kind of stretch, any movement you feel you need. All righty, you need your slider. Okay, so we're going to do your deepest lunge you can. So you're going to step on your right foot and you're going to put your slider behind you with the left toe ball onto the slide. And then from there, you're going to hinge forward a little bit. That way it stays into your glute and less into your knee and thigh. Try to keep your back leg straight. Go down low. Use the glute core and push down into the floor with that front foot to pull yourself up. That was 1. Pull 2. We're going to 5. Making these very slow and strong for 3. You have 2 more. 4 and 5. Good. Try the other side. So you're going to step on the left, put the slider on your right. You're going to hinge forward a little bit, bend your knee, track it forward over your toe, feel it in your butt. You want to feel it in the butt, so hinge to where you need to get it in the glute. 2, 3, you got 2 more for 4 and 5. Nice. You're going to transfer the slider back to your left foot. We're going to do the rond de jambe. So we're going to take it from the forward position. You're going to go all the way around half circle, both legs straight. You're going to bring it back forward, but we're going to add a knee bend with just the standing leg, your right leg. Bend the knee, slide it forward, and come back up. Okay, that was 1. Circle, circle, control, 2. Circle, circle, lower control, 3. Circle, circle. There's 4. Circle, this is our last one. And for 5, other side. Circle, straight leg. Circle, I'm gonna slowly bend that standing leg, keep that other leg straight, pressure on the disc. Here's your 2. There's 3. There's 4. And there's 5. Nice. Go ahead and change out to your weights once again. We are going to do more bicep curls and triceps, so you can grab a little heavier if you'd like. So you can stand with both feet on the ground, but if you'd like the extra challenge of doing bicep curls, standing on one leg, this is your opportunity to give that a whirl. You're going to lift your right leg up, knee bent. You're going to do hammer style curls. So the palms face in, 1, 2, 3, 4. The higher the knee, the better. 5, 6, 7. One more for 8. And 8. Relax. Woo, shake it out. Other side. Pulling it up, find the steady balance. So we curl 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice job. Getting better, I tell you. You're going to put one of these down. We're going to do a bent over tricep extension. So you're going to take your right foot forward and put your right hand on it for support for your back. And then you're going to bend the elbow back, squeeze the shoulder blade together. You're going to keep that upper arm bone in place. You're going to straighten the arm parallel to the floor. That's all it is. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9 and 10. Excellent. Change sides. Left foot forward, left hand down. You're going to bend the elbow back, squeeze the shoulder blades, keep that neck long, shoulder away from your ear. Then we straighten the arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Go ahead and put your weights down. Okay, so we're going to combine the good morning and a squat. We're going to do it with the feet fairly close together. Let me do a quick demo since I'm not sure if this is something that you're familiar with or not. So it's going to look a little like this. You good morning over. Then you're going to keep your chest low and you're going to bend your knees low. From here, you're going to stand straight back up. Ta-da. Okay, so it's a good morning. Keep the shoulders low. Then you're going to bend your knees, get your hips down as low as you can go. Now strong legs, strong core, push, stand straight up. Okay, now you can also do this with weights. So now that you've done it a couple of times, if you do it with weights, you want to keep the weights really close to the legs. I actually keep a hold with my fingers next to my legs, like I feel my leggings with my hands. Then I'm going to bend the knees, keep them low, like I'm putting them down, suitcases, heavy down. And then I'm going to stand up. If you want to add the extra overhead press, I like that idea. Thanks, Sue. Way to go, girl. She don't add a little extra. Here we go. Slide it down, flat back, straight legs. Then you're going to bend those knees, look forward, look at me, look at me, look at me. Then those knees push up and overhead. There's one. Got 5 of these. Hinge. Bend the knees. Straighten the legs. Overhead, 2. This is it, guys. Hinge. Bend the knees, look forward. Stand up, push overhead for 3. Then hinge. Bend the knees. Look forward. Overhead, press. 4, one more. You got it. You got it. You got it. Overhead, press. Go ahead and put your weights down. Let's do a little stretch. You can hold on to something as we're going to do a quad stretch to begin. So hold on, grab a hold of whichever foot you'd like to start with. Make sure the knee comes down towards the floor and hold here. You need more. Okay, if this is too easy, just squeeze your butt and push your hip forward as you gently kick away. That'll intensify the stretch. And change, other side. Knee towards the floor. And if you need more, a little kick back, squeezing the glute to press the hip forward. And release. Nice. Bring the hands in front, touch the fingers together. We're going to bring them up over the head and then bend at the elbows for a tricep stretch. So up we go, bend at the elbows, take the gaze up, and release. You're going to take the hands behind the back, clasp them, palms touch, squeeze the shoulder blades together, chest pokes forward, knuckles draw down. You can stay here, you can separate your feet and go into a wide-legged forward fold. Bring your knuckles towards the ceiling. You can bend the knees, what you need, knuckles towards the ceiling. If you're super flexible, they might go further than the ceiling. They might go forward towards the front of the room. And slowly come back up. Take a side stretch, so go wide with your feet, bend your knees just enough. You're going to bring your right hand to the thigh, left arm is going to reach over and really try to reach up and over, feeling that full stretch through the side. Your belly button is pulling in towards your spine. And change. Reach, stretch. And then coming back to center, bring your feet together. Let's do a little hip circle action. Loosening it up, loose it up. And then let's do the head, tipping the neck. So we're going to tip the right ear to the right shoulder head and think, what side am I doing? Tipping and coming to center and tip. And back to center. One more time, tip and center and tip and center. Guys, good job. Thank you for coming. Next up is going to be Yoga Fit. All right, guys, this is Yoga Fit, meaning that we are going to combine yoga moves with a little bit of props. We're going to use some weights, a slider and a ball, and maybe some blocks today. We'll see what I end up actually finishing with. You never know, right? I always have intentions, and sometimes some of the intentions go away. So let's start lying on our backs with the knees bent like you're going to do bridge, but we're not going to start there. We're going to start by pressing the lower back into the floor, activating the core. See if you can relax your legs and your glutes. And then also let go of tension in your shoulders and your arms and your neck. The pressure that you're using with your abs is about 30% of strength. Add 10% more of strength, pressing the lower back to the mat and just holding that isometric. Relax your shoulders and arms. Keep everything disconnected except for your abs fired up. 10% more, a little harder. Keeping that tension in your core, draw both knees into your chest at the same time. Wrap the arms on top of the legs. Feel the spine go flat. Allow the back of the head to rest on the mat. Keeping the right knee in, you're going to extend the left leg to a hover, hovering over the mat. You can flex your feet here. Draw the left knee in and change. Hold on to the left, extend the right leg. hover. Pull both knees in. Wrap the arms on top of the legs, feet are side by side. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, draw your forehead towards your knees, now working the upper abs and your neck. You're going to reach forward. You're going to straighten your right leg and hover. Now you're doing this with no hands. Try to keep pulling your left knee in towards your nose. Change. Right knee comes in, left leg extends to hover. Pulling in, lower your head down. Happy baby. Grab a hold of the feet from the outside edge, or maybe your toes. Or if you have troubles with this, grab your ankles. Both legs straight up into the air, arms by your sides. Point your toes, and then flex your feet. Point and flex. Point and flex. And point and flex. One more. Point and flex. Lift your head and shoulders and reach forward. From here, we're going to lower the legs all the way down to Shavasana. Nice, slow control. Lower them down. Once you get down there, go ahead and rest everything back down onto the mat. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Deep breath in and exhale out. We're going to do some butt squeezes, activating the glutes. So tighten up your tush and relax. Nice control. Squeeze and relax, and really focus. Notice how like they fire at different times, right? You might feel it's like the right and the left, the right, the left, the right, the left, and then slowly release. Control the release as well. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. One more time, squeeze and release. Flex your feet, tighten up the thighs, make sure your knees and toes are up towards the ceiling. You're going to lift your head and shoulders and reach forward like you're trying to touch your toes. Keeping your back and your legs on the floor. Tight thighs. Bring your arms open to a T with the palms up. Bring the arms back down by your sides and lower down. Relax completely, Shavasana. Setting up for bridge, bend your knees one at a time. Place the feet onto the mat. You're going to take the arms up to the ceiling. You're going to press your lower back into the mat, tightening up the abs, and then squeeze your glutes, lift your hips up. They don't have to go high. The arms are up towards the ceiling. Slowly lower back down. Draw your knees into your chest. Wrap the arms on top of the legs. This time we're going to do bridge with the arms by the sides. So feet down, arms by your sides with the palms down. Arms are going to be straight. Create a big long neck. So really reach towards your heels to create a nice long neck. Lower back press. Squeeze the glutes. Slowly lift. Press a little bit harder into the mat with your arms. So lift more ribs off the floor. And lower down. You're going to heel toe your feet together for Supta Baddha Konasana, and your knees are going to go open wide. Now, I don't want, if you're really flexible here and can really get them open, I want you to shorten them up a little bit. And we're going to do quick little rocks from side to side. This is loosening up the hips and the sacrum. And then bring the knees together. Heel toe the feet open, go wider than your mat for windshield wipers. Go real slow and controlled here. Getting a front thigh stretch, and it's also going to go up into your psoas muscle from the thigh bone to your lower back. Gently, slowly moving at your pace. Finishing up one more side, completing your movement. Coming back to center, heel toe your feet back together. Draw both knees into your chest. Wrap the arms on top of the legs, feet side by side. Draw the forehead in towards the knees. Feel the abs tighten up. You're going to extend the legs up into the air and the arms up into the air. Keep your head lifted. You're going to lower your right leg to a hover. Your right arm is going to go over by your ear. So you're going to lower the right leg and the right arm to your degree. And then come back up. And left leg and left arm. And come back up. Lower your head down. Both legs are going to go open wide. Flex your feet. Getting that inner thigh stretch. Yet we're active. Bring the legs back together. Bend the knees into your chest. And roll up to Sukhasana, easy seat. Roll up, cross one leg over the other. Sitting tall. Reach the arms forward. And we're going to do like a bow and arrow pullback. So you're going to bend your right arm. And you're going to twist open, pulling that bow and arrow, maybe even look behind you. And then reaching it back forward. Bow and arrow, pull back, left arm. And reaching back forward. Right arm. And release. Left arm. And release. Arms come straight up. See if you can stay up. Lifting up. Strong core. Not easy. Arms come open to a T. Thumbs up to the ceiling. You're going to fold halfway down. Hinge, feeling the back muscles fire up. Keep the back flat. Maybe you can even touch down to your legs. And then rise up. Arms come up. You're going to switch the feet. See if you can switch the opposite leg on front without bringing your hands down. And sit back up. Reach the arms forward. We're going to do the bow. So pull the right arm back. Turn, look behind you, stomach in. And reach forward. Left arm, pulling back, twisting back. And reaching forward, both arms up, holding it up. Arms come open to a T. And now we fold forward. Don't touch down if you can, but your belly can touch to the thighs. Flat back. And rise back up. Reach the arms forward. You're going to straighten your legs, but try not to put your arms down. So lean back a little bit and straighten out your legs and sit back up. Point your toes down towards the floor to take some of the stretch out. Bow and arrow. Right arm pulling back. Bring it back forward. Left arm pulling back. Bring it back forward. Both arms up. See if you can lift your right leg without leaning back. Change. Left leg, lift. Right leg, lift. Left leg, lift. And reach for your toes without a deep stretch, not too deep, just to the first sensation you feel. From here, reverse tabletop. You're going to slowly come back up, hands come back behind you. Your fingers can be this way, but if you really like this way, this is fine too. but I kind of tend to prefer either here to the side or like this. Bending your knees, strong arms, push down into the mat, get that stable, grip into the mat with your fingers, long neck, use your legs, hamstrings, and then your glutes. Tighten it up as you lift your hips up. You can keep your head forward without letting it fall back and put strain into the neck. Lower down. And then come up off your fingers into cupcake hands. That way you're still leaning back, working your core. That little cupcakes. Boat pose Navasana. Let's go again, tabletop. Feet come down, hands come down, strong arms. Push and lift. Squeeze tushy at the top. Lower back down. Cupcake your hands, come up, lift your feet up. You're going to take your right hand and you're going to reach over to the left side. You're going to bring the right hand back down, cupcake, left hand reaching over. Coming back, reverse tabletop. This time we're going to straighten your right leg. Put the heel down onto the ground or onto your mat for support. Change legs, pull the right leg in, left leg extends. Let the heel come down for support. Bring it in, lower down, boat pose all the way. Arms are now forward. Bow and arrow, right arm bending at the elbow. Turn, look behind you. Keep your feet off the ground if you can. You can put the heels down if you need. Reach it back forward. Left arm pull. Reach it back forward. Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet touch, knees open wide. Sit up tall and forward fold. Getting right into some ab work. Make your way onto hands and knees. So we are going to cat and cow, relaxing the belly, take the gaze forward. And then exhale to round the spine, pull belly in, chin to chest, releasing tension in the spine. Inhale, looking forward, straight arms the whole time. And then round the spine, exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, breathe it in. And breathe it out. Downward facing dog, curl the toes under, strong arms, lift your hips up. Keep a micro bend in your knees so that you can really straighten out your spine. I'm pushing, push into your hands. Push that floor away from you, getting your hips up and back. Child's pose. Slow control, come down to your knees. The knees can be together or apart, whatever feels best to you. And then allow your hips to come down towards your heels. See if you can bring your forehead down to your mat as well. Sun A salutation. We're going to have 2 of these. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in as you press your hips up and back. Exhale, walk your feet forward, exhale. Flat back, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Rise to stand, reach the arms of the sky, inhale. Forward fold, exhale, hands to the mat. Plank pose, setting up for a push-up, inhale. Then come down to your knees, modifying your first chaturanga, bending the elbows back towards your ribs. Exhale. Low cobra. You're going to lift your head and shoulders, but squeeze your shoulder blades together, feeling the upper back muscles work. Lower your head and shoulders down. Downward facing dog. See if you can push yourself up through plank to get there. Give me a nice strong plank, and then strong arms, hips come up and back. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, walk or float your feet to the top. Flat back, inhale, belly in. Forward fold, exhale. Rise, inhale, reach. Forward fold, exhale. Length, inhale. Lower down, chaturanga, exhale. Cobra to your degree. If you want to go full on, go ahead. Inhale. And then down dog. Feel that plank. Exhale. Taking small steps. Walk your feet forward. Toes are going to touch. We're going to hit chair pose. Squeeze the knees together. We're going to take the arms forward. That way the shoulders can be up and back. And we are going to do the bow and arrow. Going to bend the elbow. Turn, look behind you. Try to keep the knees and hips forward. And then coming back to center. Bow and arrow to the left. And back to center. Bring the arms up by your ears now. Shoulder blades come down the back towards your hips. And then slowly bring the hands down by your hips. Squeeze the shoulder blades together as you lift the back of the hands up towards the ceiling. Straighten the legs. Reach the arms up, interlace the fingers. Steeple hands so everything is crossed except for your fingers. Your index fingers are straight up. Side bend to the right, half moon. Coming back to center, tight legs, over to the left, tight glutes, belly in. Coming back to center, take a deep breath in, exhale, forward fold, flowing through vinyasa. Plank, take a deep breath in, lower chaturanga, you can modify on the knees. Cobra to your degree, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Right leg, you're going to lift it up really high, opening up the hip, creating a twist, and then bend that right knee, creating a stretch. Double check your hands, even pressure on both hands. Warrior one, step that right foot wide, maybe just outside your right hand. Spin the back heel down and rise up. You're going to reach the arms forward. You're going to bend that knee to your degree. And try to keep your back heel down. Bow and arrow, right arm. Pulling back, twist, strong core. Reach it forward, left arm. Back forward, both arms up, inhale. Flowing through vinyasa, hands come down, plank. Take a deep breath in, inhale. Lower chaturanga, modify, exhale. Cobra, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Left leg, you're gonna lift it up really high, opening up the hip to the side wall and slowly bend your left knee. Knee towards the ceiling, best you can. Even pressure. Stepping forward to warrior one, nice wide stance there. Spinning the back heel down and take yourself up. Positioning so you feel strong and steady, back leg straight, bend the knee, arms come forward. We're going to start with the left arm. So we're going to left arm, bow and arrow. Extend back forward, right arm, bow and arrow. Coming back up. I know it's dizzying, right? Inhale, reach up. Hands come down to the mat. Exhale. Plank pose. Inhale. Chaturanga. Exhale. Cobra. Inhale. down dog, exhale. Take small steps and walk your feet forward as we're going to do a little standing balance. All right, standing leg raise. Oh, yes. You can come off your squishy mat if you have too squishy of a mat. Otherwise, stay on your mat. We're going to start by lifting the right knee up. So put all the weight into your left foot and lift your right heel. You're going to lift that leg up parallel to the floor, keeping a 90-degree angle at the hip and the knee. Reach the arms forward. Bow and arrow, right arm pulls back. Coming back to center. Left arm, pull back. Coming back to center and release. Hard one. Try the other side. Transfer the weight, lifting your left leg now. Lift it up high so it's parallel to the floor. And then arms will come forward. Left arm will pull back for your bow and arrow. Stand back forward. Now the right arm. Coming back forward and relax. Bring your feet about hip width distance apart. We're going to do a forward fold. I'm going to do a quick demo so you can see what I'm looking for. You're going to bend your knees and you're trying to get your stomach and your chest to be flush on your thighs. From there, you're going to reach behind. You're going to step onto all fingers on both feet and both hands. You're going to bend the knees a lot. Try to keep the elbows behind the knees best you can. From there, you'll lengthen the legs to your degree. They do not have to be straight. You want to pull to separate. You're looking for a stretch right back here. So you're pulling the shoulders up away from your ears and apart, creating muscular tension in your upper back. So let's give that a whirl. So you're bending these just enough, not too much, just enough to get that belly and chest to touch. From there, lift one heel. Try to get all your fingers right underneath. Then the other, right underneath, wrapping the arms behind the calves. Then keep the compression, belly to thighs. Relax your neck and lift your tailbone up towards the ceiling, lengthening out your legs. Looking for a stretch in the back of the legs. Straighten the legs, put weight on your heels, Julia. Put weight on those fingers. You're actually putting weight into your fingers and straightening your legs. That's it, Claudia. Good job. Yes, yes. But you're trying to keep chest connection. So you're not going to straighten them completely. Nice. And then come back up. You may get a little dizzy on the way up. Take it out. Take a breather. All right. Feet are going to be about hip width distance apart, but not too wide. You're going to bend the knees just a little bit and bring them to touch a little bit like an awkward chair. You're now going to lift the heels up, but keep squeezing the inner thighs, reach the arms forward. You're going to bend the knees, keep squeezing the thighs. You're going to try to go down low, keeping the back flat against the wall behind you. Maybe you can go all the way down to a toe stand. Squeeze those thighs, knees touching, press yourself all the way back up. Keep squeezing thighs. That will give you the stability and strength you need. Nice job. Okay, back to standing leg bows. So right leg lifting up. You're going to do the bow and arrow. Bend the right elbow, pull it back, twist, look behind you. Coming back to center and release. Other side, left leg comes up, reach the arms forward, slow control, begin to bend the left elbow, bow and arrow, look behind you, and slowly release. Coming back to hip width distance apart, we're going to fold, Bringing that chest, belly, thigh connection, keep it there. Then lift up right heel, lift up left heel, stepping on all 10 fingers. You have a little bit of pressure on those fingers. And then you're gonna look at your shins. Relax your neck. Pull. The objective is to eventually get your nose to touch your shins without pulling my head forward necessarily. Just trying to pull down, bring my head towards my toes, making myself flatter and flatter. Shoulders away from the ears. And step off your fingers. Rise up. Nice job. Turn to face the TVs. All right. Go wide with your feet. Turn your right toe out. Going to bend your right knee, but keep your left leg straight, moving into a warrior two. If you need to lengthen out your stance, you can heel toe your left foot further away. Arms come open to a T, straight out to your sides. Peaceful warrior, your right hand is going to go up to the ceiling. You're going to wrap the left hand behind your back. Take the gaze up to the ceiling. The other option here would be to take the gaze down to your left foot behind you. Coming back to center, stay bent in that right knee, extended side angle. Bring the right forearm to the right thigh. And let's see if you can really get low into that leg. Left arm's going to reach over your ear towards the front wall. From here, try to take your chest, heart space a little bit more up towards the ceiling, creating a twist, looking underneath your left arm. And slowly release, coming back up. Straighten the leg, turn the toes forward. Wide-legged forward fold. Bring the hands down to the floor. You can bend your knees if you need. Once you get down there, we're going to take 3 deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And one more time, inhale and exhale. Rise up. Other side. Left toe is going to turn out. You're going to bend the knee in the direction of that toe. So steps to face that way. Left knee's bent. Right leg is straight. Warrior two. Arms come open to the sides. Bend the left knee. We're going to hold our warrior two position. And then moving into peaceful warrior. Left hand comes up. Right hand will wrap behind your back. Taking either the gaze up towards the ceiling or down towards your right foot. Extended side angle. Slowly bringing the left forearm to the thigh and bend that knee a lot. Get down low. Right arm will reach up over your ear, creating a diagonal line. Then taking the gaze up towards the ceiling, opening your heart space towards the ceiling, creating a little bit more open. And then slowly coming back to center, wide-legged forward fold, hands come down to the floor. From here, we're going to do Skandasana. So widen your feet a little bit more and turn your toes open a little bit. You're going to bend the right knee, looking for an inner thigh stretch of the left leg. And then switch to the other side. Now you can come as low as you're good and comfortable. Some people actually will come all the way down, lifting up the toe, the straight leg towards the ceiling so they can bring their hands into prayer. This is full Skandasana. And then changing to the other side. or you can just make it side lunges. Again, switching to the right. And to the left. Coming back to center and heel toe your feet a little closer together. Keep your hands on the ground, turn your toes out so we can land in horse stance or goddess pose. Hands are going to stay down, flat back. We're going to twist in this position. So you're going to think bow and arrow. You're going to bend your right elbow, bringing it up towards the ceiling. Twist, maybe even straightening the arm if you like. You can keep it bent to take some of the tension out of the shoulder. And then come back down. Left side. Bow and arrow, twist. Coming back down, straighten the legs, forward fold. Turn the toes back parallel. Slowly make your way to standing. Bring your feet together and shake it out. Turning back to face front for dancer pose. Going to take your right hand out to the side with the palm up. So if you notice, I'm going to have the palm up with my thumb behind me, and I'm going to lower it down, creating a little table tray. I'm going to put my foot right into that hand, like that. Okay, that way I've got an external rotation in the arm versus turning it like this. Okay, external rotation. Grab a hold of your foot. Going to reach the arm up. You could stay right here, or you can begin to kick away from your body. So you're going to kick back, creating more space between your heel and your tush. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Other side. Palm up, thumb back, bring it down, grab a hold of the foot on the instep, and then reach the arm up. Staying here is an option, or beginning to kick back away from your hips. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Figure 4. Standing figure 4. I'm going to cross the right ankle over the left knee and sit into a one-legged chair. Hands can be in heart space. Bend your knee as much as you can, go as low as you can. Maybe even touch your leg. And slowly come back up. Good, other side, crossing, opening the knee, and slowly bending the knee, sitting into a one-legged chair. And then going as low as you can go. And slowly coming back up. Nice, bring your feet all the way together. Let's do standing half moon again. Interlace the fingers, reach the arms up. Tighten the thighs, tighten your glutes, belly in. Gonna reach over to your right side, moving your hips to the left. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, tight thighs, tight glutes, tight core. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep your arms up. You're going to step forward into warrior 3. So you can do this on your mat or off your mat. Step your right foot forward and lift your left leg behind you. Then teeter-totter down, making yourself parallel to the floor. As your chest comes down, your leg has to go up. It's about the back leg. The leg has to go up in order for your chest to go down. For 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Step it back. Hands come down by your sides. Tadasana. Let's try the other side. Reach up, interlace the fingers. Left foot steps forward. And then we begin to lift, right leg. And then hinge. Hinging at the hip, leg comes up, chest comes down. Leg up, chest down. For 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Wide-legged forward fold, this time clasping the hands behind your back. Make sure your palms are touching and interlace the fingers versus holding something like this, okay? Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Knuckles, shoulders down, take a deep breath in. Tight thighs, see if you can keep your legs straight this time and bring it all the way down, knuckles to the ceiling. Rise back up. Very good. Shake it out. Bring it together. All right, let's do one more standing. We're gonna do standing head to knee since we've got a lot of opening in our back of our legs. You're going to bring your right leg up 90 degrees. You're gonna bring your fingers to the side of your knee. Imagine somebody came and poked you in the gut. You would have to crunch in, right? You'd have to pull in. You're gonna round down, bring your hands to your foot. Maybe even you can bring the hands underneath the foot. From there, you're going to straighten the leg out, creating a parallel leg to the floor. When that happens, then maybe your forehead will eventually come down to your knee someday. But don't force the forehead to the knee until we can get the leg lengthened. All right, let's try it. Right leg up, walk down, belly in strong. This is all core. I'm pulling up my right leg as I'm bringing my chest down to it. Belly in, grab a hold of the foot, then lengthen out to your degree. Make sure your toes stay straight up towards the ceiling. Bend the knee and rise back up. And change. Left side. Pull it up, round it in. Grab a hold. Extending at your pace. Belly in, strong core, suck it in, and bend the knee, rise back up. Quick back bend, release, whew. And relax. You're gonna come to your knees on your mat. If you need to double up your mat because you've got a too thin of a mat, you can double it up, give your knees a little cushion. We're gonna start with lean backs. So lean back is straight spine. So my butt is gonna be tight, tuck it under, belly tight, like somebody's poking me here. And I'm gonna lean back, okay, to your degree. Lean back, no back bend, that's camel. We'll be doing camel next though. Leaning back, leaning back, leaning back, and rest. Come down to kneeling onto your heels if you can, okay? From here, half tortoise, you're gonna give me prayer hands, so no interlace. Prayer, cross the thumb, arms up, belly in, squeeze your thighs together. Squeeze the thighs, hinge. Try to put the forehead to the mat before your hands touch. Once you get there, straighten the arms, lengthen it out. Feel like somebody's pulling your arms in the opposite direction and somebody's pulling your hips in the opposite direction. From here, we're gonna rise back up. See if you can keep the arms by the ears as you come all the way back up. And rest. Camel. Coming up, widen your knees. You need to curl your toes under, I do. Makes it a little easier, it makes it easier to get your heels, okay? So you're going to squeeze your tush, lean back. Maybe your fingertips can come to your heels. Once that happens, maybe you can get the palms down to touch the heels. Keep pushing, squeezing, tush. To come out, bring a hand to a hip, and lift yourself back up. And come back down for rabbit. Bring your knees together, hips to heels. This time we're going to tuck the chin in. Rounding down, creating a round back. Once you get your top of the head to the mat, you're going to grab a hold of your heels. From here, you're going to lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Now you want to keep your shoulders away from your ears. You're going to pull the belly button in stronger, really tucking it in. The idea is that we're trying to get the forehead or the nose really close or even touching those knees. Very, very little weight on the top of the head. and release. Go ahead and lengthen out your mat if you tightened it up and come onto your stomach. Sphinx. From here, relax the legs, bring the big toes to touch and allow the heels to fall open. Strong arms as if you're trying to drag your body forward. And release. Next is going to be scorpion. So you're going to bring your left hand out to the side and bend your right arm. You're going to bend your right knee. What we're looking to do is get a stretch in the shoulder and create a twist. So you're going to turn, getting your left shoulder down onto the mat, and you're going to bring your right leg up into the air and behind you, keep it bent like a little scorpion tail. You're trying to get your foot to the floor as close to your left hand as possible without touching. So you're keeping your right hand on the mat. Keep your right hand on the mat, and your left hand is out to the side. It can be wherever it wants to be. Yep, that's it. You got it. You got it. And slowly come back down. Nice. That's it. Good. And I'm going to switch to the other side. So the right arm now is going to be out to the side, straight out like that. So you're getting a stretch in the shoulder. Your left knee is going to bend. You're going to go behind you. You're not going to touch the foot, but you're trying to bring the foot towards the hand. Your left hand is there just as a stabilizer for you to help get yourself up and down. And then slowly come back down. Control it. Lower it. Nice. Let's go again. So left arm out, bend your right knee, and then you're going to lift up. Yep. Nice. Try to keep your knee up to the ceiling, toe touching the floor. Yes. And then slowly come back down. And other side. Right arm out, bend the left arm so you can use it to help roll yourself over. Knee up towards the ceiling, foot towards the back. Yes, beautiful. And slowly return back. And child's pose with your knees together. The knees together so you can round through the spine. Go ahead and bring your elbows in close toward your knees as well. Downward facing dog and pedal out the feet as needed. Walk your feet forward and we're going to come onto the back. So walk your feet forward and then come on down to your back. Feet are going to go wide. And allow your knees to knock inward, creating a teepee. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Deep breath in and exhale out. Supta Baddha Konasana. Toes, heels come together, knees open wide. Place your hands onto your belly, your chest. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Deep breath in and exhale. Bring your knees in, pull them into your chest. Make yourself into a small ball. Bring your forehead up towards your knees. Tighten it up. Reach forward, hollow body hold. Start with the legs up towards the ceiling and then lower them down to your degree. Maybe it's just a little bit. Maybe it's halfway down. Maybe it's just a couple inches hovering off the floor. 4, 3, 2, and rest. Final resting pose, Shavasana. Letting go of the tension in your jaw and shoulders. Take a deep breath in. And exhale out. Deep breath in. And exhale out. And last breath. And release. Pull the right knee into your chest, wind removing pose. And change, left knee in. Both knees in. If happy baby is calling to you instead of knees to chest, please, happy baby instead. And then make your way up to seated. All right, guys, well, we didn't use any little fun toys. Darn me. Darn me. All right, thanks again.